Hey everyone, welcome to the We Want Picks post weigh-in show. I am Minty Bets, and it has been a while since we've done one of these. I got pneumonia prior to Thanksgiving, so that was amazing. I thought it was a cold and COVID at the same time. I never had it before, and now it is crossed off my bucket list of illnesses I never want to have. And it is going around, guys, so I hope you guys stay healthy and stay inside. Hope you all had an amazing holiday weekend. This Saturday, we've got our final pay-per-view card of 2024, UFC 310, Alexandre Pantoja versus UFC newcomer Kai Asakura. 14 fights, none of which are female fights. But there are a ton of good matchups on here, so before we begin, you'll want to head over to WeWantPicks.com and go support the boys. They've been on fire this year, so go become a premium member to unlock all the tools and picks. And before we begin, it has come to my attention that a lot of you guys think I am high when I'm doing these videos. I'm just kind of looking down at my screen so I don't mess up the numbers. So I'm not high. I would not be able to function if I was under the influence, just so you know. Now, let's start off with the flyweight title bout between current champ Alexandre Pantoja and Kai Asakura. Pantoja is coming off of 6 straight victories and last beat Steve Eryk to retain his belt. He came in at 124.5 pounds, looking lean and cut, but I do not like his haircut. He's taking on UFC newcomer Kai Asakura. Tons of hype with him ahead of his debut. Also, something to note, Kai is typically a bantamweight, and he is a big guy. Hasn't fought at 125 in a few years. Also, can I just say, I think Kai is so cute when he smiles, so kawaii. He also weighed 124.5 pounds. On to the co-main event. Super interested in this one. Although not a title bout, this is a 5-rounder. Shavkat Rakhmonov versus Ian Machado Gary, both undefeated in the UFC and in their professional careers. It should be a good one. Rakhmonov has had all of his UFC wins come by sub. Everyone loves the horse meat guy. He was the first fighter to weigh in at 171 pounds. And can I also say, I like the brown shorts that UFC has debuted the past couple weeks. Meanwhile, Ian Machado Gary, the man that everyone loves to hate, but he's really not that bad of a guy. And I'm sorry, but his kid is so stinking cute. He's coming off a win to MVP, and although he doesn't win in exciting fashion, he's still winning. Ian came in at 171 pounds as well. On to the heavyweights, Cyril Gane versus Alexander Volkov. This is a rematch in which Gane won the first fight back in 2021. Gane's last win coming to Sergey Spivak, and he came in weighing 245.5 pounds. Looks great. Smile is contagious. Volkov, on the other hand, coming off of 4 straight victories. Last one coming to another Sergey Pavlovich. Alexander Volkov weighed 254.5 pounds, and that man, honestly, could fight a bear with his bare hands. He is huge. Next up, Bryce Mitchell taking on Chrome Gracie. I cannot wait for Bryce to win this fight and for him to give us an iconic post-fight speech. Bryce is a big favorite here, I think 8-1. He weighed 146 pounds and taken on Chrome Gracie, who last fought and lost to Charles Jourdain back in May of 2023. Gracie weighed 144.5 pounds. Another featherweight bout, this time between Nate Landwehr and Do Ho Choi. Landwehr came in at 145.5, and Choi weighed 146 pounds. Dominic Reyes and Anthony Smith take each other on at light heavyweight, and I cannot justify betting Reyes at this price. But, alas, he is a minus 375 favorite here. Prior to his win against Dustin Jacoby, he went 0-4. Reyes came in at 205, and Anthony Smith, he was the last fighter to be weighed. Came in a little overweight at 207.5. Visibly disappointed, and disappointed you should be.
Jacob here with a quick update for you. Anthony Smith actually weighed in a second time and made weight. I'm editing this video. I hope you enjoy. Back to Minty.
Vicente Luque and Themba Gorimbo at welterweight next. Themba is on fire with 4 straight wins here. He came in at 171 pounds, and Vicente Luque looking mighty fine at 170.5. Next up, Aljamain Sterling taking on Movsar Evloev. Movsar currently undefeated in the UFC. He came in with the Justin Bieber-inspired hair and weighed 145 pounds. Hold on, speaking of hair, I think this is the first time that I'm doing one of these videos with my brown hair. I will say, I miss the blonde, and I'm struggling to be happy with the dark hair here. So please tell me the truth. Do you like the blonde better, or do you like the dark hair better on me? Next up, Aljamain Sterling coming in as Aljamain Sterling coming in as the dog here. I think this is going to be a tough fight for both guys, and I kind of like the Aljo side here. He looks fine as always at 170.
Jacob here again. Got to do a lot of editing on this video, apparently. Appreciate that, Minty. Like the video you haven't already. Aljo was not 171 fucking pounds. 145.5 for Aljo. You're welcome.
Moving on to Randy Brown and Bryan Battle. Bryan Battle just fought in September, so it was a couple months ago, but I swear, it seems like only a couple weeks ago since he fought the French dude. You could tell something was visibly wrong when he walked onto the stage. He was dragging his feet, and he missed weight at 175 pounds. Randy Brown coming off of 3 straight wins. He has some of the longest legs I've seen on a man. Also, great smile. Brown came in at 171 pounds. This next fight is a fight that was supposed to happen another pay-per-view ago between Chris Weidman and Eryk Anders. This is a catchweight bout at 195. Weidman stepped on the scale at 100. What did I write here? I either wrote 194 or 194.5, but because of my nails, I might have typed an extra number. While Anders weighed 193. This time for lock of the week, Jacob thought I would be offended that he's betting against Joshua Van. I don't know why. Maybe because we are of Oriental descent. And I said, Jacob, look, I don't give a shit. So that leads me to lock of the week, which is Cody Durden. And Cody came in at 126 pounds, as did his opponent, Joshua Van. That fight is good to go. Also, I feel like Cody Durden is like a public dog. Everyone I know is on Cody Durden, so fingers crossed. Onto the heavyweights. Onto the welterweights, Mike Chiesa and Max Griffin. Chiesa coming in as a slight favorite here. One of the final fighters to be weighed as well. He weighed 170.5 pounds, and Max Griffin at 170. Next up, the biggest favorite on the card, Chase Hooper. I don't even know if he's worth throwing in a parlay at this price, but I love the guy. He looked lean and mean at 155.5 pounds, going up against Clay Guida, who came in at 155, and I wish I had that much energy at 9 a.m. And to begin the UFC 310 card, we've got a heavyweight bout between Kennedy Nzechukwu and Lucas Dresky. Nzechukwu fought less than 2 months ago and stepped on the scale at 236.5. While Dresky weighed 234 pounds. That is it, guys. If you find yourself out and about in Vegas this weekend, hit me up and we will say hi. I'm at Power Slap tonight and possibly 310 tomorrow. Also, come back next week for the post-weigh-in show for UFC Tampa between Colby Covington and Joaquin Buckley.